Hi, and welcome back to the course. This is Krista again. So when I get the question, why Young Living, the first thing that comes to my mind is because seed to seal. And this is our 5-step process that essentially ensures and guarantees that we are what we say we are as far as the product quality. You know, a lot of essential oil bottles say 100% pure, but did you know that you only have to have 5% of the essential oil in that bottle in order to label it 100% pure? So that really got me to thinking when I first got started. I started wondering, well, if that's the case, then how can Young Living know that theirs is pure? How do we know that Young Living is as they say they are? And I quickly was turned to Seed to Seal. And so I have pulled up the Seed to Seal website. It's super easy to find, and I encourage you after I go through this to go check it out. It's seedtoseal.com. So it's super easy to locate and remember, seedtoseal.com. So I'm just going to take you through some of what we have here on the website. We are the only company that has the seed to seal process, that has our own farms. Other companies, though they may say they're 100% pure, they actually may believe it, and it might be true. Very well might be. But I would rather take that guarantee and know that for sure our oils are 100% authentic, only essential oil in that bottle. Comes straight from the plant, hasn't been cut in with anything, nothing's been added, and we know that to be true with Young Living. So I'm just going to take you through the 5 steps of the seed to seal process. So obviously the first step would be the seed. So there's some great videos on here that you can go to seedtoseal.com and watch, and I will post the link as well in our course so that you can easily access that. But the first step is the seed. So our own experts partner with university researchers to evaluate the essential oil potential of our seeds. And then basically what happens is once they plant a seed, for the plants that it works just to use the seeds right from our own plants, that's what we do. So for example, I have seen lavender essential oil. I've seen the plants. I've seen the planting process. I've taken part in the planting process as well. And that's another way that we know that, they are who they say they are, because they invite the public to come out and be a part of the process. So I've actually planted Young Living lavender, and a part of that process was they were showing us how the seeds are harvested right from the plants that Young Living has grown themselves, and then they can use those again to start growing new lavender seeds, new lavender plants. So we just know because we're there. They're transparent. They're not hiding anything. The seed is the first step of the process, and then step 2 would obviously be getting that seed to grow. And then eventually you're going to cultivate those plants and harvest them. So our experts travel the world visiting our co-op farms to verify that their growing and cultivating processes match our high standards. These operations provide an ongoing source for essential oils that meet Young Living's demanding quality standards. Okay, so step 3 is the process of distillation. And this is an absolute science. Gary Young is the pioneer of essential oils and distilling essential oils. He is absolutely the expert, and he's been doing this for, well, the company is 21, 22 years old. So for at least that long, he's been doing this. And this is where other companies can tend to not quite get it right. They may have the best intentions, but they are not the experts in the field. And sometimes the distillation process is shortened. It's very important that you have it set for a certain amount of time, and the temperature has to be right also. So we know what we're doing with all of that, and so there is no need to test the waters any longer, and we just go with Young Living essential oils because we know that they are distilling it properly. I've seen the distillation process. I've been to a couple of different farms now, and that's an amazing experience. So after they are distilled, step 4 is to test the oils. So to guarantee consistent, verifiable quality, our oils are tested in Young Living's own internal labs as well as in third-party facilities too. So it's really important to realize, to understand, that Young Living never accepts diluted, cut, or adulterated oils. So when they are tested, if anything comes back not even just quite right, those go back to the drawing board. They don't use those to put them on the shelves. They don't sell those. I've even heard some stories of, I can't remember what oils they are, but stories about how, they were really close to, that high standard. And so they asked Gary, hey, are these, that we're so close. Is this okay? And he said, nope, throw them out. We're not using those. So testing the oils is a really important part of the essential oils process, and it's reassuring to know that Young Living does that with every batch. And then the last step is the sealing process. So Young Living completes the seed to seal process in its 107,000 square foot facility in Spanish Fork, Utah, which I've also had the pleasure of getting to see that as well. Using state-of-the-art equipment, each essential oil is carefully bottled and labeled, and our carefully bottled, painstakingly produced essential oils are then shipped to members worldwide. Okay, so that's a little bit about Seed to Seal, but definitely go check out that video. I wanted to go to the Global Farms link right now, and this is really cool. So you can see that we have farms in all of these locations around the world, and we're always acquiring more ground. I've heard some stories about us potentially, well, I'm not going to say where for sure because I don't know that it's happened, but just keep your ears open. We're always acquiring new ground. So we've got farms in British Columbia, Canada, Mona, Utah, Highland Flats Farm, which is in Idaho, Guayaquil, which is in Ecuador, the St. Mary's Farm, which is in Idaho. We've also got a farm in France, and we've got a farm in Oman. And what's really cool about this website is you can go, let's see here, go back to the Global Farms. We can click on, actually I just could click on one of those. So let's just click on the France link. And so it tells us that in France, this is where lavender and lavandin and clary sage and rosemary are grown. Those are the crops that are grown in France. You get to see some wonderful pictures with some captions. So this is fantastic. And then what's really kind of neat is you get a map and you can see exactly where in the world this farm is. And so you can pan out and you get a good idea of where it is in France. One of the most popular questions I get when we're talking about farms is the Oman farm. So I like to talk about Oman and how that is where sacred frankincense is natively grown. And I love the farm facts on this. Young Living is the first and only company in the world to obtain permission to distill and export sacred frankincense in Oman and bring it into the Western world. Boswellia sacred trees in Oman have been harvested for the past 5,000 years. Today they are harvested in the same way and on the same schedule as their ancestors. So, and this is really cool because I often get the question, where is Oman? So you can just pan out on the map and we're going to get a better idea of the geography of where it is. So it's right there by Saudi Arabia. So kind of cool to get to see that. All right. Well, I think I'm going to stop there because now that you know Young Living seed2seal.com is where you can go and find all of this stuff for yourself. I highly encourage you to go take a look at what this website has to offer. Some great videos on here. So that's just a little bit about Seed2Seal. So I hope you've enjoyed that information.